Yo, welcome back to VLR with Justin. So, we have just rapidly returned up to the first floor and run into the warehouse where stood Phi, Dio, and K. I think we can guess once again who opened the...
Why did you open the AB gate before
AB
everyone
gate?
got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
Once again, as usual.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah,
Of course
not
we
everyone
do.
was
Why?
here, butthead.
I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just a jerk?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally.
Oh, again. So this entire route seems to be dedicated to answering the question I've had since the get-go.
It's pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Nobody votes. Apparently there are penalties. Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
Apparently no. Yeah, exactly no. Apparently there is only one route on which you find this bit of
Here
information out.
are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Sure.
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized. Yes.
I know. Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
Seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
But I guess hadn't collapsed in this version at least, at that point. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. Shoot, has she succumbed? It only took me a moment to spot her. She was several yards away, kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What she was looking at, I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Ah, here we go. Well, maybe. Could be Tenmyoji saying, "Where's Cork?" Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Did something happen
so
to him?
in this route, he
He
gets lost
disappeared.
again. And
he's
at
gone.
just a
We
horrible
can't
time.
find him anywhere.
But
When
he's
was the
still
last time
okay
you saw
so
him?
long as someone from his color group votes.
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling.
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
Apparently.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
All right. We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms,
Again,
we'll move to floor
not
B.
necessarily. I mean, again, we don't know how much time we have until the AB rooms are closing,
Okay.
but as long as there's only one person
I
missing,
need to go tell Alice.
it's less problematic.
You guys go
'cause
on
they
ahead.
won't be penalized, at least. Hey, Quark! Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be in here. I'm pretty sure they already said they checked the upstairs rooms. So, he is in all likelihood hiding out downstairs. Or else in some secret hiding thing that we've just not encountered yet. Nope, not here.
He's not
Check
in the
those
other
rooms.
two. There's no one here.
Which is what they said.
Right.
So
Okay.
let's go
Let's leave-
downstairs. Yep. I don't need to watch this every single time. Oh, yes. So I'm still expecting us to find him in particular, but this may be another opportunity where we get to see another room that we haven't before, which could be interesting on its own. You went through the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was on
wanna
the other
see
side?
it?
Sure, why not?
Fine, follow me.
Right, so this direction are a number of rooms. Ah, so the pantry is what they ended up checking on this route.
The pant.
Yep.
That drawer wasn't half bad, actually. Yeah.
Ate something?
There was some
Well, that's
paella,
weird.
nasi goreng, schnitzel.
I don't know that they were
and I
supposed to
ate
be
the chef's
eating this
pasta.
stuff.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
Good for you.
20, I think.
By the time you're 20, you're done growing. 2, you think. You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, that's just rude.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Well, anyway, enough food to keep people alive for a few years. Stuff isn't going to expire.
The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
Oh, goodness. How about
There's
water?
a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so not from up
Well,
there.
since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain,
Ah, so Dio was the one who
I guess you could say
tested.
that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly
No,
dangerous?
I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and... Oh, I almost
What?
forgot. I ate something else. Twice cooked pork.
What is your point?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me.
Reminded you of what?
Yeah, what? Hard to believe.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on, at least let me tell you first. Alright. Oh, yeah, that was the item that the lady in the story ate. I guess that is a bit weird. Explained how we found a room called the Gollum Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we'd met a robot there named Gollum, who had a very interesting story. It's really the time for regaling, though.
I see. So the Gollum guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yep.
So the last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of... Right
Yep.
in the middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another
I
name
really
for China.
don't think that's what he was getting at.
Really? I don't think so. Well,
Please explain.
maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other
How?
words... Sigma! Phi! There you are!
Oh,
I've been
interesting.
looking all
Did you
over.
actually find...
Something bad. Something real.
Oh, no.
Alice
Yep,
is...
okay, so no.
Just come with me.
Curious, though. Alice died
She's in
without
the crew
killing
quarters.
you this time. That is curious. Uh-oh. Probably she either then took Clover with her. Well, no, hold on, no. There was that one other route. I don't remember exactly which. There was one other route where she dies without Luna dying as well. But I can't remember which one it was, so I don't remember what would have determined between this and all the other routes where she dies with Alice. Although, that's curious, because that seems to indicate that, yeah, Luna with the syringe of Soperil surely doesn't have anything to do with this then, seeing as how this happens with or without Luna. So, I don't know, yeah. And not just it happens, it appears to happen in the exact same manner. So nothing about her stabbing herself and falling down against the wall has to do with Luna. So what's going on with Luna? Did Luna inject herself at the Discovery? Because she doesn't do it here. So weird. Yeah, no pulse yet. She's dead, same as she's always been, and I'm imagining Clover is about to go ballistic.
Me. I was looking for Quark
You,
on floor
not
B,
Clover.
couldn't find him. So I
Curious.
came back here. Well, you know. Hey, what's that look supposed to? You better not be thinking
Yeah,
I...
so we're about
Well,
to start,
suspicion
yeah.
of...
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got...
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Could be.
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but... I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body.
Oh, sounds like someone who's played Among Us.
If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
Who would know?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Yes, at that point.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. I can't trust them anymore. It could have been
so
any
she
one of
is
them.
going
They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll... Shut up! Don't
Okay,
you talk
so
to me!
She's
I'm sorry,
going
Alice.
off the deep end again, and just what, runs out? Huh, well that's different.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tenmyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all,
Probably.
Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they
Yes.
seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would
Clearly.
open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
Yeah, so
You are
everyone
correct.
here is completely not
But only
aware
if
of
the
the fact
murder
that
had
it
a motive
was a
beyond.
suicide.
Well, murder. Do you remember when we found the old
At
woman?
least probably.
It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior.
Because in this route,
And
once
they
again, we
were one
don't
of
know.
us.
The characters don't know that everybody's been infected, but we know from the other routes that this is about the time when she, after, well, yeah, because Cork has already succumbed to it, and
There
this
is
is about the
every
time
reason
when
to
she
think the
succumbs
same
to
person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire
started a
notary
bit
game is
late.
just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior,
Why would anyone do such a horrible...
presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
it. Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No,
Well,
there's
why
no
not?
way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
Unless he's in on
But
it.
isn't
He
Zero
is
Jr. just an
yeah.
AI without a body?
What maybe? But Zero Senior has a body. You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
If they were programmed to allow it. Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior? Oh, they
Not
hadn't
possible.
made that connection yet.
At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember?
Oh,
He made it
right, I
quite
guess.
clear that the
Yeah,
real Zero was...
one of us. Okay. Yeah, in which case then, I thought about what Kay said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover. Are we really just listing everyone's names here for no... Yeah, you're not even going... Okay, so no. Finally, you give anything other than just saying their name. So yeah, no, it couldn't be her. I'd been with Phi the entire time we were looking for Cork. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Cork seemed a bit of a stretch. Think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. Meant there were 5 real suspects. Yep, so once again, they're just out. They're ruling out suicide. Where had Cork gone? Which, I mean, to be fair,
10
would
minutes
be...
remain until
If they don't know about the symptoms of... Or in this route, if they don't even really know about the existence of Radical, then yeah.
all players, if no vote.
Blah, 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 yep.
Apparently
So,
Zero
suddenly,
doesn't
we
feel a
have to
blunt
go
but
to
effective way.
AB game.
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us. Should we disobey the rules? As such, I recommend we follow.
Well, that's an interesting... Because, yeah, wouldn't it stand to reason then that perhaps Alice was not killed for random, but because she tried to break a rule? Although, again, we know different. But they should be thinking along these lines, probably. I'll find out who did this to you, I promise, but just leave the thing on the ground, bad idea. Stood up straight and one last nod, leaving her guts on the cold floor. And is everyone even going to be over here? Because Tenmyoji and Clover took off. And Quark's still missing.
Hey,
Or,
look.
what?
2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As
No,
long as
no.
one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say it.
Wait, we were paired with Alice this round? It's been so long, I guess I'd forgotten that.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well,
Yeah,
if
really.
Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left.
Oh, okay.
If you'd
Yeah,
picked
I'd
Betray, you could have
completely
killed her.
forgotten the situation
Of
of
course,
things.
that's not...
Stop that, Dio.
Yeah, and they're trying to use
You
this
would have
as
chosen ally regardless.
indicate as a means of indicating that Alice is the one.
I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Should you though? Is this the route where we? I guess. Yeah, this is the route where we chose Allied previously. So
this is interesting. One of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
you say that.
Leo!
I don't think I have any other options past
Ignore
this
him.
point. So I
How
think
do
I
you-
only
You
have
even
the
gotta
one
ask?
route.
Ally, of course. Right, Fi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose ally and Kay chooses the opposite,
Ah, yeah.
then he'll have 9 points.
And
He
I
can
assure
go
you,
through the number
he
9 door
will.
whenever he... But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So she's
So
in
we
a
should
real
both choose
pickle.
Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning
Yeah.
on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room.
So actually, you should both choose Betray to keep the other.
I've no doubt you could overpower Fi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit.
No.
one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
I've seen you attempt to bash her face in with a rock.
What?
Not in this timeline, though.
This
so
is
yeah,
just a
whatever.
thought, but
Yeah, why don't all of
why
you
don't
promise to
then you
choose
wouldn't have
Betray?
to worry about anything.
If everyone follows through,
If you knew
that
the
is.
other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Kind
Nothing
of,
to
I mean,
apologize
it's
for.
Not actually choosing to ally or to betray. It's choosing A or B with consequences.
We
And if you're both
appreciate your
agreeing, you're
suggestion,
actually
and we'll take it
allying
into
to
consideration.
choose the second option. Putting the word betray on it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
But unfortunately, I don't see... My goal is to beat this game.
And
Fine.
points.
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't
Well,
beat
then
the
you need
nonary
both
game
groups
until
to
we're
agree
all
to
out of this
ally.
place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, and Cork, because
At any
he's
rate,
missing,
all
so
of us
that's
choosing
not
betray
looking
every
good
time
for
is
his
hardly
survival.
ideal. We'd never escape. Kay needs to choose ally. It's the only way.
How will you
And
make sure
you
I have
need
no
to choose
guarantee
ally.
that she'll
Yeah.
choose...
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well,
Oh, she's gonna keep Dio from getting into the room.
yes, I
Perhaps.
suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio,
Huh?
there's someone behind you.
What?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, he leapt through the AB. I thought she was gonna try to knock him out, which would have been a particularly interesting attempt. Yep, so he can't get in now.
Fuck you, bitch! God damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door!
I don't think she can. Pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening
Fuck!
again. Kay should probably... Oh, does it?
Invalid pair detected.
Interesting.
Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote.
Is that going to cause the other door to
Why the
open now,
fuck
or what?
not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
You don't pick up on this.
This is bullshit.
Ah, well, only if you were indeed planning to betray. Dickless. Dio can't vote for the chance, so the chance that Phi will choose ally just went way up. After all, if you pick ally and she betrays
Dio
you,
will
then
have
Dio
9
gets out.
But don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi is going to choose ally,
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose ally.
Sure, but whatever. You did give her your word.
2 minutes
I don't know.
remain
I don't know how
until
far we can
polling
take that.
closes.
We don't have much. Let's go.
We will certainly see in a moment
Okay.
now, won't we? Oh, and that might be what causes this to only have one route, regardless of what I choose with Luna. I guess I could
Sigma?
Oh no, there indeed are two. Never mind, I take that back.
You...
I only get 3 points, not enough to escape. I have to wait until the next round anyway. Makes sense. Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, you promised you have to choose ally.
Right. Alright, so, if this is entering us into the room... Yes, it is. Not even an animation this time. Alright, so we're actually going to go ahead and call this here. Leave doing these two endings. I'm assuming the left one that looked shorter is the one with ally, so we'll start there, and then either way, we'll get both of those done, which will mean that next episode we'll be able to finish out basically the entire magenta route. Well, not the entire, because there'll be a couple other true endings that are probably locked behind things. But it'll get us down to the very bottom of yet another of these routes. So, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.